Hello everyone, it's Queen Beeline back to you with another video. This video pertains to the unfortunate unaliving of daughter, caregiver, physical budget analyst, a student in pursuit of her doctorate in sociology, a community member, and breast cancer survivor who was a Uber driver making extra funds for the holiday season. Unfortunately, Miss Dillion's life was cut short due to her passenger, Brandon Jacobs, who took her life after he committed this heinous crime. Jacobs uploaded the aftermath onto Meta Facebook. It was not until authorities informed Facebook that they finally took down the horrific video. Jacobs is currently in jail and faces second-degree murder charges. Now you will watch this brief news clip of Yolanda Dillion's mother, Edna Dillion, as she tearfully expresses her grief of losing her only child. And I will be back with more commentary.
Wendell Pierce, it says, Yolanda Dillion, my church member for decades, a woman with a heart of gold and a deep love of God, was murdered yesterday. The murderous violence of New Orleans and this country has come even closer to me personally. We are in crisis.
You can't just go take nobody's life. Somebody who not doing you nothing, just take their life. That's my only child. I don't have no other. When your child leave in the morning, you expect to see him come back, you know.
Edna Dillion is living with cancer. Her only child, Yolanda Dillion, was everything to her.
She took very good care. She made my groceries and cooked and bought everything, you know. She paid all my bills and things. So he just left me with nobody, you know.
Yolanda was 54, a breast cancer survivor. She lived with her mom and was one step away from getting her PhD in sociology. She was driving Uber to make extra money for tuition costs and all the Christmas gifts for family and church children. She was on an Uber run, and JP Sheriff Lapinto says she picked up 29-year-old Brandon Jacobs and dropped him off at the Travel Lodge in Harvey around 3 o'clock Thursday. As they pulled in, he just stabbed her from the back. You see him walk away. The next person goes to get in the Uber and sees the crime and runs back in for help.
When we asked him specifically, how did you pick her, his response was, I didn't pick her, Uber picked her. Meaning that she was the random person that picked him up that day. Deputies
arrested Jacobs of Harvey. He is charged with second-degree murder. The sheriff says there is a mental health aspect to this case.
He actually videotaped the incident, the aftermath of the incident, posted it on social media. We had to work with Facebook last night to get that removed this morning.
For 10 years, Yolanda worked as a fiscal budget analyst at NOPD. Chief Ferguson describes her as quiet, humble, and always positive.
Truly an extremely lovely person. The team loved her. As I said, we really had to deal with some emotions this morning with our staff.
Now a mother wonders how she's going to go on.
He took my only child.
And that was Edna, the mom, and she says that Yolanda, her only child, was born on her birthday, and she didn't know that her daughter was picking up fares to go on Uber. She thought she was just delivering food, like with Uber Eats. Now, the funeral's going to be here at St. Paul the Apostle, which is in New Orleans East, but they don't have a date set yet. Yolanda was very active in this church, helping the children.
This story is tragic on so many levels. Imagine fighting for your life by getting multiple surgeries, getting radiation and or chemotherapy. You come out on the other side and you decide to be a caregiver for your aging mother who has a similar condition as you. You take it to the next level by pursuing your PhD. You are helping the young people in your community by aiding them during church services. And to make extra funds, you take on a job as being an Uber driver. And someone who they claim has mental issues takes it upon themselves to taking you out and uploading your horrific ending for the world to see. Now, I'm not dismissing mental health nor mental health issues because I know persons are suffering. However, someone just unalive another human being and uploaded it to one of the most recognizable social media apps in the world, and you mean to tell me that no one at Facebook, at Meta, did not see this? Then Meta needs to update its process on how they remove graphic videos. I have been suspended from Facebook for posting about usual contents that I post on my other social media platforms. They were so quick to suspend me for days because I posted regular content about Black people. But they allowed this alleged murderer to upload a graphic incident of a Black woman losing her life for the world to see. And if it was not for investigators, the video would have still been on Meta's Facebook page. This is where accountability needs to be held in by Facebook. How many times are we going to see Black women, Black girls being disregarded for the world to see? This story is similar to the unaliving of Lyft driver Dina Mae Terrell, whose life was unfortunately taken by her passenger in October of this year. We are in a state of an emergency as Black women and Black girls encounter these horrific endings with persons with whom we encounter, with our partners, with our children, and even with authorities. The words of Malcolm X ring true today as it did when he was alive. Now you will watch this brief clip by Malcolm X, and I will be back with more commentary.
The most disrespected person in America is the Black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the Black woman. The most neglected person in America is the Black woman.
I will leave in the comments and description below the GoFundMe GoFundMe link for Miss Yolanda Dillion. I cannot begin to imagine the pain that Miss Dillion is feeling of losing her only child. Protect Black women should not only be a slogan, but it should be a way of life. Say their names, known and unknown. Say her name, Yolanda Dillion. Justice for Yolanda Dillion. Please be safe out here, and I will see you in the next video.